रहा हूँ, जहाँ पे ब्राउजर लिख रहा हूँ, ब्राउजर लिख रहा है, ब्राउजर वेब टिकट लिख रहा हूँ वहीं, उस पर उसकी स्क्रीन पर राइट क्लिक कर। नहीं, मैं सुन तो, वीमेक्स का अंदर ब्राउजर वेब टिकट लिख रहा हूँ वहीं पे, डब्बा बन रहा है, डब्बा डब्बा उसमें लिख रहा है वहीं पे ब्राउजर वेब टिकट। हाँ, उसकी जो पूरी स्क्रीन है वहाँ, उसका मैं कहीं पे भी राइट क्लिक कर दे उस डब्बा के अंदर, कर दियो। हाँ, प्रॉपर्टीज में जा और यहाँ पे लास्ट जो नंबर है चेंज कर दे, जो मैंने भेजा उसमें देख कर। हाँ, ऑडियो आ रही ना, आ रही देखने, जहाँ तुमने लगाया तो वहाँ लगा, और जो ऑडियो लगा और जहाँ ऑडियो लाइन इन है ना, लिख रहा ऑडियो लाइन इन डब्बा का माए, उस पर राइट क्लिक करके रीसेट कर दे, उसमें लाइन पर कर दे बस। पहले पहले तो स्कोर बोर्ड आए हो। नंबर आएगा, ठीक है। वो क्या करे इसने, वो नंबर आएगा। ऑडियो ठीक है, लाइव में चेक कर ली वो। सतीश लाइट देख ले भाई, शटर का 300 कर ले, मत कर। हाँ,
चेक चेक करो, चेक चेक। Just a moment, sir. The moment we were all waiting for with bated breath. The venue is the same, well, most of the teams are the same, but the 2024 edition of the Silk Turf Cricket League promises to be grander, bigger than ever, and promises to be a thrilling tournament filled with some scintillating cricketing action. We join you live from ground number 2 of the modern school, Barakhamba Road, and we are all set for game 1 at this venue. And joining us are both the captains of SHARDUL, AMARCHAND, Mangalas. They take on JAITELY and BAKHSHI today, and both the captains join us along with the match officials as always. So we are ready for the toss. So good luck to both the captains and their teams. JAITELY BAKHSHI have won the toss and they've elected to bat first. चेक चेक।
नया दिखाऊं आज? चल रहा है कुछ नया दिखाऊं? दिखाओ कोई जादू।
सर्दी का टी शर्ट पहन के सीने आ रहे हैं।
गर्मी है, गर्मी है, पसीने आ नहीं रहे।
मैं जल्दी जल्दी में जो हाथ में आया वो उठा के पहन लिया। कल भाई रात को रुकना है कि नहीं रुकना बता दो। रात का वो तुम मैच बता रहे थे वो है कि नहीं? कहाँ गया?
कुछ नया दिखाऊं?
हाँ भाई।
ये सही है ना?
So the players are out in the middle. This is game one from ground number two of the modern school Barakamba Road, the 16th edition of the Silf Turf Cricket League. This is 2024 and this tournament keeps getting bigger and better. What a tournament this had been the previous season, and the cricketing fever continues. Promises to be more fireworks this season, this time around, and two top contenders will be fighting it out against each other in game number one. Jaitely and Bakshi taking on Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas. And Jaitely and Bakshi earlier winning the toss and electing to bat first. That's a norm here on this ground. Generally teams like to bat first, put a big total on the board, and then invite the opposition to come in to bat second, because there is this tendency that the pitch stays slightly low in the second innings. We had seen that throughout the tournament last time around, and these type of pitches, they're always underprepared because there's some heavy duty sporting action on these grounds throughout the year. So the batsmen are ready, just waiting for the final fine tunings. The bowler walking across, ready to run in from his bowling mark. Just practicing, just marking his run up. Their jersey number 11. Should be an interesting prospect, this one, the first game. The officials are ready. The umpires just making sure that the hoardings, the side screen hoardings, everything is pitch perfect. And we're in for some scintillating cricket. At this point of time, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Silk Society of Indian Law Firms, the event manager, Turf Sports Management, our wellness partner, Hamdard Joshina, our digital partner, Bar and Bench, and our luxury farmhouse partner, Ram Ratan Group. Because of all of them, this tournament has been such a grand success. And we're moving from strength to strength. Also, our broadcast partners, JBMR Sports, who've done a fabulous job providing us live pictures from both the grounds, ground number one as well as ground number two. Remember, we've already had the first game from ground number one. So at the moment, the umpires and the players having a confab. I wonder what it is all about. The umpires don't seem to be too happy with something. And coming back to both these teams, Jaitely and Bakshi and Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas, these two teams played some wonderful cricket last time around. They are strong contenders. Still wondering what the delay is all about. We can see the fourth umpire. He's probably having a stroll outside the boundary ropes, that is. I think finally we are all set for play. And this being game number one, you can be pretty sure that this ideally should be a high scoring game, should be a high scoring affair, and Jaitely and Bakshi need to put a big score, a big total on the board, because it's Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas who've got a very strong batting lineup. 20 overs. How many runs can they put on the board? Here we go. All set. Ball number 1. The bowler on top of his bowling mark, ready to steam in. Square leg umpire is in place. Start of play suggests the umpire. First delivery. He's running in. And right on the money. The batsman playing a loose drive, looks to work it away towards the offside. No connection made, straight to the wicketkeeper who collects it cleanly. Dot ball to start off with. And good line straight away from the bowler. Make no mistake about it. They might not be professional cricketers, but they make a case for themselves. No pun intended. Oh, that's such a good shot. Carves it away towards the offside. What a way to open your account and your teams as well. That's 4. Stylish stroke. Well, he was beaten comprehensively. But this time around, just works it away towards the offside. He knew there was no protection there. And such a good stroke to get off the mark. First runs on the board, courtesy a boundary. Always gives you an extra bit of confidence. Ankit Tyagi did the bulk of the scoring for his team last time around. He's at it again. He started well this time around too. Plays it calmly. That one staying just a bit low. Dot delivery. It's a good comeback that by the bowler Siddharth Damle. Siddharth has got a very smooth bowling action. He's got a repeatable action as well. Looks to tuck it off his pads, finds the fielder on that occasion. No chance of a run. That's a dot delivery. And both the Tyagis were in fine form last season. And Jaitely and Bakshi would be hoping that this time around as well, they'd score a mountain of runs for their team. They are the batting mainstays for sure, especially during the power play overs. Oh, that's an edge. That's a genuine edge, just away from the fielder standing at short third. And that will run away for 4. That's a fortunate boundary for the batter. Jersey number 11, you'd reckon he was just a shade unlucky there. But the batting team will take it. He was poking at it. Good effort by jersey number 9. He puts in the dive to his left. Not the easiest of catches, but it was a very difficult chance. But a chance nevertheless. Goes Becknick. Final delivery of the over has been an eventful one. Reaches to the pitch of the delivery, just screams it away towards the offside, gets a single, and will keep strike courtesy that single. That's the end of the over. 9 runs coming off it. An eventful first over. A 9 for no loss. Jaitely and Bakshi after the end of the first. Raja will be sharing the new ball with the opening bowler for sure. And it's Ankit Tyagi. Took a single of the final delivery of the previous over. He's back on strike. And Ravi, meanwhile, is yet to face his first delivery. Has been stranded at the non-striker's end. A left armer into the attack, and he's cleared him up. What an angle and what a delivery! He thought that he had enough room to work it away towards the offside. He was cramped for it, and he was beaten comprehensively. That knocks down the off pole. First wicket. Immediate strike from the left arm seamer. And that is the awkward angle the left arm pacer brings into the game. Angles it in. He was a tad too late to play that cut. And it came in sharply after pitching. So the dangerous opener has to depart. Immediate success for Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas. They'd be buoyed by that. So Jayesh Bakshi, he's the new batter. He walks in at one down and is an important player for Jaitely and Bakshi. It's a huge shout. The umpire is unmoved though. Once again angling in. Seemed to be a very good shout, but it's an awkward angle that we are sitting we're sitting and watching this game from, so it's pretty difficult to judge for us sitting here. But looked to be a good shout though. And nevertheless, the bowling has been spot on from Raj. And it's never easy to get going from the word go, even for a bowler. You have to be spot on. You can't err in line. Meanwhile, a quick single taken by the batter. We'll wait for the signal from the umpire. No, no signal made from the umpire, so it's definitely off the bat. So single for Jayesh. He's off the marker to see that single. Ravi Tyagi back on strike. Ravi, he's been stranded at the non-striker's end for quite some time. He'll be facing his first delivery. The left armer steaming in once again. So Siddharth will continue. Siddharth running in. Almost got a wicket in his first over. Induced an outside edge that just evaded the fielder standing at short third. He's a combination of short third and a slip fielder. Probably would be a conventional second slip. Or maybe somewhere in between a first slip and a second slip. Take full toll of it. Remember, just two fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. Pull up, running in. Full again, wrapped on the pads. Height was the issue, suggests the umpire. This is good bowling, good comeback by the bowler. Ken bowls it straight, and this time, after pitching in, the ball angled in towards the right-handed batsman. Good shout though. Good shout. That was close. I think height was the only issue that saved him there. That's an interesting shot. It's high up in the air and that's taken easily. Not the timing he would have liked there. He was once again looking to open the face of the bat at the very last moment, looking to carve it away towards the cover region. That just ballooned up in the air and an easy catch for the fielder. They've lost their second. And all of a sudden, JAITELY and BAKHSHI in dire straits. They have lost two important wickets at crucial junctures here. And both the opening bowlers, they've got a wicket apiece. The new batsman is at the crease. A left-hander joins Jayesh Bakshi. And the bowler does well. As we keep saying, it's never easy for a bowler or even the fielders at times when there's a left-hand, right-hand combination. It's difficult to adjust your lines according to a left-hander. And it's not easy for fielders as well. It's really annoying when there's a single taken after every ball. You've got to move around. The intention was right, looking to use the pace of the bowler, but there was a fielder standing at third man. Couldn't evade the field at a gully. And ends the over with a dot. A successful over comes to an end. So a partnership is the need of the hour as far as Jaitely and Bakshi are concerned. After 3 overs, they are 15 for 2 and they have been bothered. They have been slightly troubled by both these opening bowl line, staying just a tad bit low. The keeper collects it cleanly. It starts with the dot, Raj. And you have to give credit where it's due. Raj and Siddharth, they bowled magnificently well. Beg your pardon. The lines have been accurate, and they've got a little bit of purchase off the deck as well. Not much, considering these are afternoon conditions. There's no real juice on the surface. The sun beating down, but as the game progresses, the cracks, whatever little cracks there are, they might just widen. And for sure, as the tournament progresses, the pitches will become slower and lower. So towards the start of the tournament, you can expect some big scoring games, and as we progress, the team totals will become. This is great stuff from Raj. The lines have been immaculate, and he's got some prodigious movement as well. Jaitely and Bakshi at the moment they're truly reeling. None of their top three have got to good starts. They've fallen cheaply. That's not something they're used to, Jaitely and Bakshi, because all three of these batsmen have scored heavily throughout all seasons of this particular tournament. Also, this is exceptional bowling from Shardul, Amarchand, Mangal Das. They've been right on top since ball one.
ऊपर भी तो बंदा है ना, एक राउंड मार दो सीधे ना, मान ही मैंने ऊपर नजर आप देते रहते, ठीक है। हेलो।
All the experience he's got. The current run rate is just below 5. And he's picked up 2 wickets. He's bowled 2 overs, both of them maidens. Remarkable stuff. Fourth over gone, Jaitely and Bakshi 15 for 3. So the left-hander is on strike. A new bowler has been introduced into the attack. Chintan, a right arm fast bowler, and there's no breathing space at all for Jaitley and Bakshi because they will keep coming at them. Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas, they've got such a well-rounded team. Look at that, fast and straight. They'll come at you like lightning bolts. Well, Jaitley and Bakshi really need to get out of the jail. Every dot ball, I'll add more pressure on all their batters. That's straight, a bit too straight for his own liking. Plays it away towards the onside, just glances it away. He's off the mark with that single. Vivek opens his account. And Anubhav is back on strike. Anubhav has played just 3 deliveries. He's just walked out there. Yet to open his account. Has been a trying session this. And still early days in this tournament. You know, I'm pretty sure both the teams are trying to analyze what exactly the pitch is doing. And that's a good shot. That's an excellent stroke. There is protection, however. There's a man at sweeper cover. Good field placing. Once again, plays that lofted extra cover drive. And sweeper cover was vigilant. Keeps it down to just a single. So both the batsmen are off the mark. Courtesy singles apiece. So I'm pretty sure the first 2-3 games would set the benchmark of what an average total on this ground will be. Good bowling this. He's bowling wicket to wicket. He isn't doing anything fancy here. I think his motto is simple: to keep it straight, to bowl it as fast as he can. And probably when he comes in to bowl at the back end, he'll use all the tricks up his sleeve. He'll probably, one of those slower bouncers, the off cutters, the leg cutters, and he's got a good Yorker as well in his armory. And Jaitley and Bakshi so far have been content with singles. Remember, the, the power play overs are in effect. The first 6 overs would be mandatory power play overs. Just 2 fielders outside the circle, outside the 30-yard circle, that is. I feel he was looking for the big shot towards the offside, but the ball once again staying just a bit low. He almost thought about that inside out shot throughout the extra cover region. So another dot to end the over. 4 runs coming off it. Another decent over. 5th gone. Jaitley and Bakshi, they're 19 for 3. So considering the way Raj bowled, would have been interesting to see if the captain had given him another over. But not to be. They are preserving him for the back end. The death, that is. So, new bowler has been introduced. Chaitanya is the new bowler. Starts with a dot. Takes it on the full. Heaves it away towards long off. Gets a single. Also, the approach by both these batsmen, I think it's right. They need to preserve wickets at the moment. They need to stitch together a partnership, a big one at that. Probably stay together till the 14th or the 15th, and then just launch into the attack and try to get as many runs as possible in the back end. At the moment, the mission would be not to lose any more wickets. The bowling has been tight. As I mentioned, they've kept them on a leash. Looks to work that full toss away towards the onside, but finds the fielder. Nothing going in their favour at the moment. Oh, that's a good stroke. That's timed well as well. That's more. That's a poor delivery to start off with. Full toss on the pads. All he had to do was get the placement right. And he does. Beautifully played. Clips it off his pads. And that's his first boundary in this innings. And hopefully for Jaitely and Bakshi, many more to come. Oh, square up. Good comeback. Was looking to turn it away towards the onside. Gets the leading edge. Almost carries to the fielder standing at short cover. Really good comeback by the bowler. Turns it away towards the onside, towards the mid-wicket region. The fielder quickly gets to it, makes sure that the batsmen don't even think about a single there. That's the end of another tidy over. Power play overs done and dusted. Jaitely and Bakshi, they're 24 for 3 after the end of that. Well, the field restrictions have been lifted. Starting with the 7th over. Oh, that's an excellent effort. That is brilliant fielding. Definitely saved a few runs for his team. Once again on the pads, the batsman works it away, clips it. And that ball was travelling, mind you. Puts in the dive, moves to his left, and saves at least a couple of runs for his team. That's in the air, and that should be taken. It is taken. Well, it was a good looking stroke, but not quite in the gap. It's straight down the throat of the fielder patrolling the sweeper cover boundary, and he has to make a slow walk back to the pavilion. He would be dejected. Just as it seemed that there was a partnership developing, he's thrown it away. He plays it aerial, And Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas fielders generally don't make mistakes in the field. You can see it when they do the fielding drills. They hardly miss a catch. And Jaitely and Bakshi, things not looking too bright for them. They've lost their fourth. They're 25 for 4. So Anubhav was the last man dismissed. He goes for 5. Daman is a new batter who walks in at number 6. Chintan picking up his first wicket. That's it towards the mid-on region. Immediately off the mark, the batsman Daman hands back the strike to Vivek Chauhan, who's batting on 4. He's taking his time. Well, you can bide your time where you're when you're in such a situation. They need a partnership, and desperately so. The left-handed Vivek, he's got a task at hand. That is down the leg side. Might be called a wide. Is it? It's not. No signal from the umpire as such. Has it taken something? Good take by the keeper, because if he had missed that one, that was travelling, and that would have been an easy boundary. Seems like it took something on the way. Good collection made by the wicket keeper. And even last season we were talking about this wicket keepers. We've got some brilliant wicket keepers in this tournament, and it's an underappreciated job. It's never easy to keep wickets for 20 overs and then come out to bat as well at crucial junctures. You've got to be on your toes literally every single delivery. Keep your eyes wide open, and you're the best man to assess all the angles. Just a punch, rather a push towards the cover region. Take a quick single once again. So all the bowlers have tightened their screws around the Jaitely and Bakshi batsmen, and they found it really difficult to score against them. They've hardly got any loose balls, minding a few on the pads. There's one. That was a full toss, and he fails to put that away. Even the batsman was surprised by that one. Might have just slipped out of his hands. That's the end of the 7th. Another decent over. Jaitely and Bakshi at the moment, they're 28 for 4, and they need to get a move on here. Another low full toss. Looks to dispatch it straight, but only finds the bowler in his follow through. No run. I think that's also a deliberate ploy used by Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas bowlers. That's another full toss, but this time he finds a gap, hits it towards the cover region. Well, he got the width as well this time around to swing his bat. That's 4 runs just short of the boundary ropes. A welcome boundary for Jaitely and Bakshi. The score moves into the 30s. It's 4 runs. 4 more added to the total. And Chaitanya, he'd be disappointed because it was a full toss and had enough width as well. Oh, that's caught. But I reckon that it was a free hit delivery because the last one, the umpire had called it a no ball. So, yes, it was a free hit delivery. So, excellent reflexes shown by the bowler. It was a tough take. Pretty sure that can't be given out. An appeal, a stifled appeal made by the wicket keeper. He's excellent behind the wickets. Jersey number 23, TJ. He's got supreme reflexes and hardly makes any mistakes behind the stumps. Looking to open the face of the bat at the very last moment. Finds the fielder, finds jersey number 8. Another dot delivery. Good comeback this by Chaitanya after that loose delivery that he bowled. Vivek has moved to 9. Has got a solitary boundary that came in this over itself. Once again, same region, same fielder, same result. No run. Hasn't been a bed of roses this innings for Jaitely and Bakshi. Another dot. We've seen a plethora of dot deliveries played by Jaitely and Bakshi batsmen in these eight overs. They're 33 for 4. So Mazid Khan into the attack. You talk about talismanic players. He is one of the best all-rounders this tournament has ever seen. Hard-hitting batsman and a very useful medium pacer as well. He's got a reputation of picking up wickets in heaps. And also, when he comes out to bat, he's got a reputation of hitting sixes galore. We saw a lot of sixes hit by him last season. Destruction is his second name. He's such a force to reckon with, such a vital cog in this particular team. He's so useful with both bat and ball. He comes in as the 5th bowling option and induces the outside edge, but that will run away for 4. Gets a thickish outside edge. The batsman gives it all. And just away from the field. Not the best of starts for Mazid. Gives away a boundary of his very first delivery. That was full and wide. Away from the tram line. Might be signal wide. It is. Some respite finally for Jaitely and Bakshi. 5 runs of the very first after the first legal delivery is bowled. Not quite up to the pitch of the delivery. Turns it away towards the onside. Gets another single. Gets one more run. That does Daman. Gets Vivek Chauhan, the left-hander, on strike. Now you can see the fielders shuffling. As I had mentioned earlier, apart from the bowler, even the fielders, they get annoyed because after constant singles, they've got to shuffle and move around down the leg side. That's a typical struggle when there is a left-hand, right-hand combination out there in the middle, down the leg side. Once again, a good take by the wicket keeper. And the thing about Shardul, Amarchand, Mangal Das is Mazid running in, straighter delivery, pushes it straight back to the bowler. What I was suggesting is that Shardul, Amarchand, Mangal Das, they give you no respite. They hardly give you a breathing space. You've got nothing to work against. They are a well-rounded team. They got depth in their batting. They've got depth in their bowling as well. Should be cut off by the fielder running in from fine leg. It's not. The ball has enough legs to run away for a boundary. 4 more runs. Well, he struggled with his line as Mazid, especially against the left-handed batsman. 4 more runs. Smart by Vivek. Just using the pace of the bowler. Just paddling it away towards a fine leg fence. And I have a feeling that the man standing at fine leg should be finer. A good looking stroke this time through the offside. Creams it towards the extra cover region. Gets a single. Good cricket that immediately after getting a boundary. Gets a single. Gets himself off strike. And brings Daman back on strike. Slowly inching towards the 50-run mark. A personal landmark. That's a good shot. And brilliant bit of fielding as well. Saved at least 1 run for his team. Had a lot of ground to cover. He's such a good athlete. Runs across, putting in strides. And not the best of overs as far as Shardul, Amarchand and Mangal Das are concerned, but a good one for Jaitely and BAKHSHI. Nine runs coming in that over. That has been the most expensive over in this inning so far. No signs of spin even after the 9th. The run rate has slightly improved. It's 5.11 at the moment. And just as I was mentioning about no spinner being introduced so far, here comes a left arm orthodox. Full toss. As he hit it well. He hasn't because he's been caught. He's been caught in the deep. And Jaitely and Bakshi have lost half their sight. Well, Daman, his eyes might have lit up as soon as he saw that low full toss. Heaves it across. And not the best of timing as far as Daman is concerned. Jaitely and Bakshi have lost their fifth. Daman goes for 7 and the spinner immediately strikes with his very first ball. And he'd be really dejected. Daman was a real gift. Should have been put away. He's an excellent striker of the cricket ball. Well, as I say, when it's not your day, it's just not. He'll be facing the left arm bowler, who'll be buoyed by the success he got. Gets a wicket in his very first delivery. Almost a run out there. Not too sure what they were trying. Some hesitation as far as the calling is concerned. The new batter. He too was welcomed with a low full toss. And that really makes me wonder if that's a deliberate ploy from Shardul, AMARCHAND, Mangal Das. Are they dishing out low full tosses and trying to entice the batsman to play a big shot? Probably hit it in the air, and they've been very successful with that ploy. Slight changes in the field for the left-handed bat. There is a sweeper cover, and there's a long off as well. Then there are fielders in the deep. That is away from the tram line. We'll have to re-bowl that one. There's a far-fetched wide. Gets behind the line of the ball. Plays a defensive stroke there. Dot delivery. Some sharp turn. Nicely negated by the left-hand batsman. Plays that defensively once again. And Vivek, so far in this innings, is the only batter to get into double figures. He's batting on 10. Has been such a collapse for Jaitely and Bakshi as far as their batting is concerned. That too in the very first game of the tournament this season. And at the halfway mark, Jaitely and Bakshi still reeling their 48 for 5. And it would be time for a short drinks interval.
दो चीज के पास अब आपको
are done and dusted. And the mandatory change of ends after 10 overs. We will switch ends. That's the norm of the tournament. And jersey number 7, meanwhile, he's back into the attack. He's picked up a wicket, and his captain would be hoping, and he can probably pick up another one. So Shardul, AMARCHAND, Mangaldas looking to provide the finishing touches. They've lost half their side, JAITELY and BAKHSHI, and things not really looking bright for them. It's coming around the wicket for the left-handed batsman, and that's worked away nicely towards the offside. That's 4. That's a good shot by Vivek. Nicely using the pace of the bowler. Enough width, and cracks it away towards the square region. A boundary. And they'll be mighty relieved. 50 up as well for the team, courtesy that boundary. Down the leg side. Might be called a wide, it is. Vivek batting on 14. Nicely gets behind the line of the ball, just pushes it away, and the bowler feels it in his own follow through. Well, the run rate has slightly improved. It's in excess of 5 all of a sudden, and JAITELY and BAKHSHI would be happy if they can get to around 120. That's another boundary. That's another loose one. Waited for it, rocks back onto the back foot, works it away towards the backward square region, and gets 4 more, the second one in this particular over. And not too sure what the message from the camp was for both these batsmen out there, but they've started on a positive note. And that's a good thing. You've got your back against the wall. There's nothing to lose for both these batters. Works it away towards the offside once again. That's smart batting. That's really good work. The third one in this over, third boundary. How well he adjusted there. Once again using the pace of the bowler. And he knew where exactly the gaps were. This is brilliant stuff. The best over in this innings. So final delivery of the 11th. Squeezes it out, works it away towards long off, gets a single, will keep strike. A good over comes to an end. 63 for 5 JNB after the end of the 11th. That's aerial. That could go all the way. It just about does, I reckon. Just short. Rather just short. The fielder, for a moment, he thought he was in business, but just went over his head. He was leaping towards it. He gets another boundary. Does Vivek? He's been the lone warrior for his team. The left arm orthodox spinner. Let's see how many tricks he has got up his sleeve. This time through the onside. He's showing his full range. That's 6 more. This time there's no confusion. Gets all of it. The conventional slog sweep times it well. As score moves to 70s, they're finally getting a move on. LA's really got nothing to lose here. And he's come all guns blazing after the drinks interval. He's going after the bowling. Goes for the sweep. Misses it. Question asked by the bowling team. And he's raised his finger. He's raised his finger. Is it off the bat because a catch was taken by the keeper? Not sure if he's been adjudged LBW or is it off the bat. I reckon it's taken some part of the bat for sure. But a wicket nevertheless. The batsman is not happy, but he'll have to walk back. So Vivek gets a reprieve. He's batting on 33. And that was a tight call. That was really close. That's another full toss. Sweeper cover. Is there patrolling the boundary ropes. Keeps it down to just a single. So one more run to the batter, Shikhar Mishra. He's batting on 2. He's back on strike. So yes, the left-hand right-hand combination has troubled Shardul, Amarchand, Mangala's bowlers. This is the 12th over in progression, but Vivek has switched gears ever since the drinks break was taken. And Shikhar joins in the act. Looks to play a big shot, but straight to the fielder. Will only get a single. One more run added to the total. Gets Vivek to face the final delivery of this 12th over. Apomik Vaidya, the skipper, picked up a wicket in his very first over. Almost got his second of the dangerous Vivek. But the lone warrior has been fighting it out for his team. Respective of the verdict in that over, it was a brilliant catch taken by the wicketkeeper. We've talked about his efforts. So 12th over gone, Jaitely and Bakshi, they're 76 for 5 after the end of that one with 8 more overs to go. Meanwhile, jersey number 11, he'll be bowling his final over. Good start. Right on the money. This is the 13th over. And Siddharth, or rather, it's his third, I beg your pardon. Bowled 2 overs up front in the power plays. He gave away 14 runs. Picked up one of the openers. The skipper of the opposition team, Ravi Tyagi, the dangerous Ravi Tyagi. He sent him back in the hut early on. And so one of the reasons why Jaitely and Bakshi at the moment are struggling, but it's all about being revival. Vivek Chauhan leading this revival story. He's raised to 35. Had been a struggle initially, but after the first half, he came out all guns blazing. That's the natural way he plays. He's a stroke maker. He likes to go for his shots. He looks very elegant when he plays through the line, also across at times. Siddharth steaming in to the right-handed batsman. Gets to the pitch of the delivery, looks to drive it. A good-looking drive, but straight to the fielder, who doesn't fumble a bit. The run rate for the first time in this innings has been in excess of 6. Good comeback. This, I still reckon, say somewhere around 110, 120 could be a fighting total. Good delivery. Slight fumble, but no chance of a run. Well, at some point of time, Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas might have a Raj coming in back to the attack, and he's bowled splendidly. 2 overs, 2 maidens, and 2 wickets as well. All twos there, all round twos. Smart leave by the batter, almost reminding you of Ashwin from that T20 World Cup. The one he let go against Pakistan. So 6 bowlers have been used by Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas. And Raj has been the most effective one. Just one spinner, lone spinner, Bhaumik, where the skipper bowled a brilliant first over, but his previous one was somewhat expensive. Drills it straight down the ground, long off, cuts it off, keeps it to just one. So the batsmen to follow are Sushant Dua, Vinay Chaudhary, Rajkumar, Rahul Rajput. They bat deep to Jaitely and Bakshi. And probably that gives the cushion to somebody like Vivek Chauhan to go in for the big strokes. Not quite of the middle of the bat, turns it away towards the onside, gets another single, gets one more run. Is that the end of the over? Yes, it is. So he will keep strike. So new bowler into the attack, an off spinner comes in. The left-handed batsman reaches to the pitch of the delivery, works it away towards the extra cover region, gets a single. And all of a sudden, there's this partnership blooming for Jaitely and Bakshi. And that really was the need of the hour for their team. And if these two can stay afloat till probably the 15th or the 16th over, then they can go in for the kill in the final four, in the death overs. And then you have a game in your hands. And he's cleaned him up. He's bowled one straight. He was looking for the hack towards the onside. He's missed it, but the bowler hasn't. Wicket to wicket. That's the 6th one down. And Shikhar, he was eyeing the big boundary towards cow corner. Fails to connect. And the spinner, the off spinner, immediately makes the impact that was required of him. So Jaitely and Bakshi, they're 76 for 6 now. The much needed breakthrough for Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas. Rahul Rajput, the new batter, will be facing jersey number 17. Dishes out another low full toss. I think all the bowlers that have been used by Shardul, Amarchand, Mangal last today have bowled at least one low full toss. Jaitely and Bakshi 82 for 6 at the moment. This is the 14th over in progress. Srijan Srivastava with his off spinners creams it away towards the offside. There's a man patrolling the boundaries there, keeps it down to just a 1. And they're slowly inching towards the 3-figure mark here, Jaitely and Bakshi. Vivek would be well aware of that. He knows that he needs to stay out there till the very end. At the moment, he's trusting his partners. And why not? As I told you, Jaitely and Bakshi, they bat deep. So till number 11, all of them can wield the willow. That's an interesting delivery. Hacks it away towards the onside. In the gap, that's 4. That's exactly what I told you about. They can use the long handle, all of them. Doesn't end the over well. A wicket coming off it. 14th gone. Jaitely and Bakshi, they're 87 for 6. Now this should be interesting. Raj comes back into the attack. He'll be bowling his third. He's yet to concede a single run. What a spell he bowled up front. Jersey number 1. That clearly tells you that he's the number 1 bowler for Shardul, Amarchand, Mangal Das. And it was purely on display. Make no doubt about it. He knows where exactly he wants his fielders to be at. And Raj truly seems to be the bowling captain of this particular team. Well, it's a left-hander on strike. He'll be coming over the wicket. He's making fine adjustments, really fine adjustments. And that tells you about his cricketing mind. He's running it. Here we go. Should be an exciting battle, this. Starts off well. Starts off really well. He's skiddy. Never easy to play him off the back foot, especially when you're looking to cut him away towards the square region. Or even through covers. You've got to be on the front foot if you're facing Raj, but he's a smart bowler, as I told you. It's all about the length. It's the length that makes it hard to get on the front foot against him. Again, exceptional stuff. This is really good stuff. What an effort this is. And especially coming from a left-arm bowler. It's not an average side. They are such rare gems, the left-armers. Wrapped on the pads, I think height was the issue there. Also, probably might just be going down leg. But he's making life difficult for the batsman. Is Raj setting the tone early in this campaign? He's a man with a golden arm. Look at that, keeping things extremely tight, tying down even a batsman of Vivek's caliber. And Vivek has got off to a very good start, mind you. He's batting on 39. He's well settled. He's got his eye in. This is brilliant stuff. He's such a treat to watch, is Raj. Heaves it away towards the onside. Oh, that's a misfield. That is a misfield, and that's four. That's the first run that he's conceded. Courtesy a boundary. Should have been stopped. Heaves it away towards the deep mid-wicket region. And that ball was travelling. The outfield is super quick. The score moves to 91. Final delivery of the 15th over. Goes inside out. Can the fielder get there? He can, but not quickly enough to take a catch. Keeps it down to just a single. He will keep strike. 5 runs coming off it. 5th gone. JAITELY and BAKHSHI, they're 92 for 6 with 5 more overs to go in this innings. So the off spinner will continue. He's played it towards long off and he's been hauled out. One shot too many. Plays it straight down the ground. Long off. Takes a clean catch. And he has to walk back. A fine innings from Vivek comes to an end. He goes for 44. And finally a wicket for Srijan, and it's a wicket they were looking for. Was putting on a fight for his team, but you'd have to say he was running out of partners there. So JAITELY and BAKHSHI have lost their 7th, but a gem of a knock comes to an end. Vinay Chaudhary is the new batter, walks out to the middle, coming in at number 9, and he's no muck with the bat. As I told you, JAITELY and BAKHSHI, they bat deep. All of them can use the long handle to good effect. The off spinner will continue. Finally, they've got the left-handed batsman out of their ways. Srijan picking up a wicket immediately in his 2nd over. So 7 bowlers have been used so far. Mazid not having the best of days. And it's not too often that you see Mazid having a day off. with either bat or ball. Brilliant start to the 16th over. 2 dots, one of them was a wicket. That too of Vivek. 3 dots on the trot now. Exceptional comeback. Takes it on the full, he's missed it. That's hit him flush on the pads, straight. No doubts there, the umpire was quick to raise his finger. That's another one that has fallen in this over. The batsman was looking for the sweep shot. And another rank full toss, where the batsmen have just gifted away their wickets. They've lost their 8 now, Jaitely and Bakshi. Things not looking good for them. Can they get to 100? Can they get to the 3-figure mark? I still reckon 110 could be a very good target. It would be tricky. It's always these low-scoring affairs that turn out to be the most interesting games. Srijan, at the moment, turning things around. He's picked up 3 wickets. And Srijan, in all likelihood, was a backup for Mazid because he wasn't having the best of days. So to fill in the quota, the team decided to bring in Srijan, the off-spinner. And look how well he has responded. As I told you, Shardul, AMARCHAND, Mangaldas, such a well-rounded team. They have the depth in batting. They've got all the options as far as the bowling is concerned. And they are a tight fielding unit. You hardly see them miss any catches. They're lightning quick in the field as well. The new batter is Rajkumar. Raj gets some width, fumble by the keeper. That's a rare occasion when you see jersey number 23 make a fumble standing behind the wickets. Well, the bowling team certainly believed there was some wood on that one. Final delivery of the over coming up. Definitely can't be given out. So it's a maiden and 2 wickets coming off it. What an over that was. 16th gone. Jaitely and Bakshi, they're 92 for 8 after the end of that one. With just 4 more overs to go in this innings. So it's spin from both ends. Bhaumik is back into the attack. The left arm orthodox, who's also the skipper of Shardul, AMARCHAND, Mangaldas. Oh, that was a difficult chance. Not a chance, but a difficult take for the keeper. That might run away for 4. It does. Is it off the bat though? Yes. 4 signal from by the umpire. Definitely of the outside edge. Extra bit of bounce for the bowler. Streaky boundary, but they will take it. Doesn't matter how they come for Jaitely and Bakshi. They just want to put a total on the board. At the moment, the first pit stop would be to get to the 3-figure mark. Takes it on the full. Turns it away towards the onside. There is enough protection in the deep. Only gets a single. 1 more run added to the total. At the moment, Rajkumar and Rahul Rajput out there. Rajkumar is yet to get off the mark. He's faced just 2 deliveries though. They're 3 runs shy of the 3-figure mark here now. The first target would be to play out the 20 overs. They can't afford to lose any more wickets here. They would be mindful of that. Rajkumar off the mark with that single. Uh, Sweeping has been their bane today. I think it's a difficult track, this one. It has been tricky for the batters. Run scoring hasn't been the easiest. But it's all said and done until both the innings are done and dusted. We'll have to wait and watch how Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas respond to whatever target is set for them. Meanwhile, final delivery for of the over coming up. Rajkumar is the man on strike. Bhaumik bowling out his third. Another full toss. That's another dot. It's another tidy over. 17th gone. Jaitely and Bakshi 99 for 8. It's interesting to watch proceedings. You know, we are at the back end, the business end of the innings, and we are seeing two spinners bowling in tandem. They'll sneak in a single, 100 up for the team, courtesy that single. So 100 up for Jaitely and Bakshi. They've still got 2 wickets in hand. And they've got close to 17 legal deliveries in this particular innings. What they really need to do here is make sure that they don't play too many aerial strokes. Probably play it all along the ground and get as many runs as possible. They might even get a few extras if they apply themselves well. Advances down the track and he's lost his off pole. Had skidded through. Just a hint of turn. And that's the 9th one that has fallen. Once again, the ball just keeping low. And Rahul has to depart. He goes for 11. Srijan picks up another one. That's a 4th. Can he get a 5 for here? Jaitely and Bakshi, they're 101 for 9. So Sushant Dua comes in at number 11. The final batter for Jaitely and Bakshi. This is the last pair. How many more runs can they add? Slight hesitation between both the batsmen, but they should come back for the second. And they comfortably do so. So a couple of runs taken. He's off the mark straight away, Sushant. Srijan just firing it in the block hole. He's go. Raj isn't given his final over. In my book, he should have been bowling the penultimate over. He's conceded just 5 runs off his three, and they're persisting with the spinners at the moment. And also, Srijan has a chance to pick up a fifer here. Chaitanya, he's been good. He's been excellent. Has kept things tight. He's getting some prodigious turn as well, but he's failed to pick up a wicket so far. Could be well round the corner. Just fires it in, keeps it straight. The batsman looks to work it away towards the offside. No connection made. That's another dot. Good start to this penultimate over so far. He's given away just. Beg your pardon, rather, it's Baumik who's bowling. He's picked up a wicket. Apologies. Right in the block hole, and that's a wicket. That's the end of it all. Jaitely and BAKHSHI are wrapped up for 107, and they are all out. They couldn't play out their 20 overs. So 108 will be the target for Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas when they come out to bat. Should be an interesting run chase this. You never know when it comes to these low scoring affairs. And we'll be back as soon as the players walk out for the run chase. So we're all set for this run chase. Both the openers of Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas, they walk out to the middle. It's a dynamic duo, Pranav and Ayush. And jersey number 24 will be starting proceedings. He's on top of his bowling mark. He's steaming in. That's down the leg side. First runs on the board for the batting team. Courtesy extras. When you have just 108 to defend, you can't afford to bowl looseners or give away too many extras. Well, Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas would be aware of the fact that all they need to do is be sensible. More freebies for the batting team. Another strangle down the leg side. Even the keeper couldn't get to it. They sneak a single as well. So 3 runs as a gift. So left hand, right hand combination. And that's what unsettles you as a bowler up front. And that too, 2 quality batsmen who can score all along the ground. And they trouble you. They trouble you big time. They will come at you within the first 6. That is the power play overs when the ball is hard and new. And there are field restrictions in place. Just 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. Vivek. He's ready to run in over the wicket to the left-handed batsman. Ayush will be facing his first delivery. Slight change in field. There is a sweeper cover. Backward point comes inside the circle. The Bane. And there's this kind of a combination. A left hand, right hand out there. He switches to around the wicket now. Vivek. It's got a smooth action. That's not helping him from bowling wides at the moment. It's just not getting it right. Even the switch of ends hasn't worked in his favor. Vivek slightly shortening his run up. Just keep steady on the back foot. Heaves it away towards the onside. This time couldn't evade the fielder standing at mid-on. Gets a single. So first round of the bat for Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas. Pranav back on strike. Pranav Nanda. I remember last season. It's some towering sixes throughout the tournament. And when he hits them big. Some monstrous hits last season. He's such a vital cog of this particular team. That's why they were so successful last time around. Oh, that's another wide. That is another wide. This is a dreadful start as far as the bowling team is concerned. And Vivek should have his confidence high after scoring the bulk of the runs in the previous innings. That's pure timing. That's pure timing. Didn't look to hit it too hard. He just caresses it through the long on region. A fielder standing at mid-on couldn't help it one bit. Ankit Tyagi, he's a big unit. Couldn't get down in time and that ball was travelling. That's pure class. What a way to get off the mark as well. Pranav Nanda moves to 4, courtesy that boundary. Heaves it away towards the onside. Once again in the gap. That's 4 more. Back-to-back boundaries. What a start this is for Shardul. Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas. From the word go. They've only attacked. And that's how they play. Regardless of the target they're going after, they play positive cricket. They are always positive as a unit, as a team. That is the strength of this particular team. And that's why I said early wickets. That's the need of the hour as far as the bowling team is concerned, because otherwise Shardul, Amarchand, Mangal Das will be all over you. Too many wides already. Just 94 more required. Tucks it off his pads once again. Supreme. That should be 4 more. It is. Another boundary. 3 boundaries in this over. It's been a long over for Vivek. After he's done, it feels his ball too. I think that's the end of it. So 3 boundaries on the trot after a plethora of wides. So 18 for no loss after the first. So Pranav quickly moves to 12. Ayush is batting on 1. Six wides coming in that first over. That's a lot. Especially when you've got only 108 to defend. You can't afford any losers. They'd want wickets here. They desperately want wickets. Oh, that is a wayward one. That is a wild delivery. Way down the leg side. A half track up. That's a dreadful delivery. And Jaitley and Bakshi, they don't seem to be in their elements today. Even with the bat, they looked rustic. And now with the ball, they're pitching it way outside the pitch. The wicketkeeper, meanwhile, is having a torrid time behind the stumps. And generally, they are really good with their basics. A hat trick of wides. He switches to around the wicket. What's happening here? This is pretty much unlike Jaitley and Bakshi. He goes big, hasn't got all of it. Could be a wicket against a run of play. Would you believe it? That's been dropped and that's 4. It's unbelievable. Should have been taken. And that's gone for a boundary to make things worse. That's really unexpected from Jaitley and Bakshi. They're such a good team. It should be just an off day. But it bogs you down, especially when you start a tournament like this. Should be another boundary. Not surprised there. 4 more runs. So all of a sudden, Shardul, Amarchand, Mangal Das, their openers are swinging at everything. The luck is going their way. So why not? Through the offside this time. Right between third man and backward point. 4 more runs. Squeezes it away. Right through that gap. Width on offer. Takes full toll of it. This is some start. And you can see from the body language of Jaitley and Bakshi, They feel down and out. They feel dejected. They know they haven't played well. But you never know. One wicket here can change the course of the game. Well, that's a game. Never give up. Always believe in yourself. And they are a very talented team as well. All along the ground. Another fumble. Will they come back for the second? They decide against it. For a brief moment, they thought about it. It was a stylish looking stroke, nevertheless. Only for a single, though the current run rate, believe it or not, is 21. That's unbelievable. Tremendous start this. And with both these openers, more often than not, you can expect them to put on a big opening stand. And both of them have 3 boundaries to their names. And we're just getting started. That should be another wide. It is another wide. You can definitely feel the pain, the grimace after every single ball is bowled. He wasn't ready, it seems. Just backs away the batsman. The umpire calls it a dead ball. We'll have to re-bowl that one. And just when the bowler bowls it straight, the batsman was not ready. Cruel game this at times. .36 for no loss. Still 2 more deliveries to be bowled in the second over. You can see the drooping shoulders of JAITELY and BAKHSHI. Their fielders aren't chirpy. They are all silent. Meanwhile, another wide. As I mentioned, 1 wicket could bring about a change in fortunes. That's smart. That's really smart. That's swept away for 4 towards a fine leg fence. He knew there was a big gap there. Just using the pace of the bowler, getting down in time, and puts it away towards the fence for more runs. These are painfully long overs. First from Vivek. And now Vinay. 22 already of this one. It seems like JAITELY and BAKHSHI, their players, are just going through the drills now. There's no energy. And, as a team, when you see these kind of days, just forget and move on. Prepare yourselves for the next games. Because they are a very good unit, mind you. They are an extremely good team, well-rounded, be it the bowling department, be it the batting. But today just wasn't their day. So, we've got to let it go. Burn it in the furnace. And then move along, then motor along. Because this is a very long tournament. Meanwhile, finally, the end of the over. Second gone. SHARDUL, AMARCHAND. They are in a hurry. They're 43 for no loss after the end of the second. क्या लगा है? अबे क्या लगा इसमें? लगा क्या इसमें?
सही है, चल रहा है। इसमें डालो, इसमें डाल दो, इसमें डाल दो। पानी चिपचिपा रहा है।
So Jaitely and Bakshi are trying something new. A spinner has been brought in. Reaches to the pitch of the delivery. Creams it away towards the extra cover region. Straight to the fielder. Oh, overthrows this time. They are committing every single crime that is possible out there on a cricket field. Definitely has to do something with the day, probably. Not having the best of days. The playing 11 of Jaitely and Bakshi. There's a long on place now for the left-handed batsman, who looks to use the pace of the bowler. Plays it towards short third man, or rather more towards gully. As I said, we have placed at a very awkward angle, so it's really difficult to make out all the fielding positions accurately. Because of the dimension, obviously, we're sitting at. The off spinner continues. Solid in defense. Gets right behind the line of the ball. Pushes it straight back to the bowler. Dot delivery. Goes big. Goes aerial. Is that a chance? He's taken him. What a catch that is. That is a sensational effort. Brilliant take by the man standing at long on. Well, I couldn't see that. I'll have to check the replays for once. That is a one-handed blinder. Looking at the replays, he went aerial, was looking for the maximum. How well has he just that one? That will make the list of one of the best catches in the tournament. Setting the tone early on. And this opening stand has been broken finally. Well, the spinner was brought in, and you knew something was bound to happen, and it did. ये शार्दुल में
इसमें तो श्रुति मैडम है, श्रुति सब्दवाल।
So the new batter, he walks out to the middle, just marking his crease, taking his guard. So Pranav has been dismissed for 17 of just 8. And Daman picking up a wicket straight away, adding his name against the wicket column. That's down the leg side. He was looking for the sweep. All of a sudden, you see a spring in their steps. They're more swift. They're attacking the ball. And that's what a wicket does to you as a team. Probably a wicket gets your second one. And then all of a sudden, you reckon you're back in the game. The left-hander facing the off-spinner Daman. Is that another one? It is another one. That's exactly what I was talking about. Sometimes one gets you two, and all of a sudden they're back in it. Jaitely and Bakshi pick up 2 wickets on the trot. And Daman Popley, the spinner, is turned things around for his team. Are we staring at a contest? Now 2 new batters will be out there. Both of them on knots. Both of them haven't faced a single delivery. 47 for 2. Shardul, Amarchand, Mangal Das. Still some way to go. 61 required of 103 deliveries, 8 wickets in hand. It is a sticky wicket. Run scoring won't be easy. Well, until and unless you give away freebies like Jaitely and Bakshi did early on in this innings. We'd love to see a turnaround. All of a sudden, the pressure is on the batting team. Left-hander replaced by left-hander. And that truly is the strength of Shardul, Amarchand, Mangal Das. They've got a like-for-like replacement for every single player. And the whole bunch of 11, rather their squad of 15, is so dangerous. On their days, they can destroy oppositions. Final delivery of the third over coming up. Goes for the slog sweep. Good effort, good effort. That ball was travelling. They'll come back for the second though. So 2 runs, he's off the mark. A mixed bag that over. 2 wickets coming off it, third gone. And 50 up as well for Shardul, Amarchand, Mangal Das. 50 up in quick time. And look at that run rate. It's 16.67. And the required run rate is just 3.41. All they've got to do is keep wickets in hand. And on the other hand, Jaitely and Bakshi, their prime focus would be picking up wickets. Start off a fresh new over. Big shout for LBW. Could be run out as well. I think he's made it. He's made it in time. That was a mighty appeal for LBW. I think height would have been an issue there. So once again, left-hand, right-hand combination out there in the middle for Shardul, Amarchand, Mangal Das. So spinners bowling in tandem. Ankit Tyagi, he's come into the attack. So Jaitely and Bakshi have resorted to spin from both ends. Well, that's smartly played. Works it away towards gully. Gets a single. Srijan and Chintan are out there in the middle. Just fine-tuning their field placements here. Ready to go. Plays it all along the ground. That's good running between the wickets. They are quite aware that he hadn't hit it really well and that ball wasn't traveling. So the fielder was waiting for the ball to arrive to him and they had enough time to take a single. And they accounted for the time for the throw in as well. So now they're just dealing in singles at the moment. 54 required. If you look at its statistics. That's exactly what they want, Jaitely and Bakshi. They want the batsmen to play loose strokes and give away the wickets. SHARDUL, AMARCHAND, Mangal Das. They need to be smart. Well, just a single every now and then will ensure that they get to a victory. They don't need to do anything fancy here. A strong foundation has been laid by both the openers who've departed. Now the middle order just needs to focus on rotating the strike and stitching together a partnership. Just staying out there in the middle. Being sensible every now and then, you'll get looseness. And that should be enough. Well, if you look at going amok, there is a tendency, there is a chance that you might lose wickets. And it won't be easy. Because this is not an easy pitch to bat on, especially during the second half. And Jaitely and Bakshi, if they get any more wickets, they'll be right on top. They'll be more energetic in the field. And they look to pounce on anything loose from the batting team. Well, not if you can hit it like that. That's gone all the way straight as an arrow. That's a monstrous hit. Well, everybody was taking cover there, including our prime broadcaster, who was looking to safeguard his equipments. Had almost cleared the boundary walls of the school. One of the biggest sixes of this tournament this season. Well, it's early, and I'm sure we'll see much more of these. Should be an interesting tournament, this one. The 16th edition of the Silver Turf Cricket League. We had a ball last time around, and as promised, this time it's bigger, it's grander. It should be fun. It should be a roller coaster ride. We've got the top law firms in India participating in this tournament. It's the biggest cricketing league for law firms across the nation. That's an excellent stroke, inside out towards the extra cover region. Every time a batsman plays that shot, it looks so stylish. Looks easy. I'll tell you what, it's not. You've got to have a strong base to play that. He is so still playing that shot. Looked so calm. He knew what exactly he wanted to achieve of that one. Once again goes for it, and this time clears the boundary ropes. It's gone all the way. Even better. 6 more runs. He's growing in confidence now. And now, well and truly, things looking fairly easy for Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas. They had an early hiccup after they lost both their openers. But just 35 required now. Srijan seems to be in a hurry. He moves to 14. Quicker delivery, bowls it flatter. They sneak in a quick single and misfield. They come back for the second. That's good awareness. That's what Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas do. They're always switched on. They're always at it. The slightest of mistakes that you make as an opposition, and you'll pay. As such committed cricketers, so you have to be on your toes when you're playing against these bunch of cricketers. 33 more required. Fifth con, Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas. They're 75 for 2. So this should be the final power play over. $76 for 2. Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas. It's been a walk in the park for them. $32 required of 89 deliveries. JAITELY and BAKHSHI. I'm sure the way that the game's going, this defeat will hurt them. But they are such a good team. Meanwhile, another excellent stroke towards the offside. They're such an excellent unit, JAITELY and BAKHSHI. Pretty sure they'll bounce back. And they'll come back in the next game. They are one of the contenders for the championship this time around. Sometimes when you don't play when you don't play according to your potential, it hurts you. Oh, that's 4 more. That was hit really hard over the fielder's head. Back-to-back boundaries. And these two looking to finish things off fairly quick. 24 required. As I was saying, JAITELY and BAKHSHI, you know, when the tournament started, you knew that they'd be one of those teams who were contenders to win the cup. But when you falter at the very first step of a big tournament like this, you're hurt as a team, but that's a hallmark of legendary teams. You bounce back, you come back hard at the oppositions, you get your game together, You get your act straight. You feel the pain. But next time onwards, you give it back. And also the format of the tournament allows you to come back strong. Remember, it's a long tournament. It's got a lot of games in hand. The off spinner, meanwhile, coming around the wicket to the left-handed batsman. He's gone big and he's got some sweet connection over there. That's gone for 6. He had the confidence to clear the man standing at long on, and he does with relative ease. A score moves into the 90s. Once again, you see those drooping shoulders of JAITELY and BAKHSHI. They know the writing is on the wall. We're down to mere formalities now. 17 required of 85 deliveries. And they are in a hurry, and in the process, I think they've lost a wicket as well. Dancing down the ground, misses a full and straight one, and that's the end of Chintan, who goes for 18. What a power play we've witnessed. 6th over gone, 91 for 3. And SHARDUL, AMARCHAND, Mangaldas, they require 17 more runs with 7 wickets in hand. Siddharth is a new batter who walks out to the middle. He would be at the non-striker's end, though. The wicket had fallen off the final delivery of the previous over, so the power play restrictions have been lifted. An off spinner comes into the attack, hops on to the back foot. Hasn't got the distance on that occasion, will only get a single. Will Srijan, who moves to 25, gets Siddharth on strike to face his first. The off spinner will be bowling to Siddharth, who makes room for himself on the back foot, gets off the mark in style, cuts it away, plays a very fine indeed right through the gap. 4 runs. That was a gift for a new man. Width on offer. It was slow through the air as well, so had enough time to adjust himself, rock back onto the back foot. He's looking to entice the batsman, bowling it really slow. And it's coming even slower after pitching on the deck. They're 2 hits away from a victory here. And what a big win this would be. Plays it all along the pads. Misfield. That is a misfield. They will definitely get more runs courtesy that misfield. They're having a terrible day out there in the field. JAITELY and BAKHSHI associates. 99 on the board, and fairly quickly they've scored these runs. SHARDUL, AMARCHAND, Mangaldas. takes it on the full, hits it straight through the onside. That's a flat 6, and what a way to bring up your 100 as well. Wow, this is some display. They're treating the bowlers with some disdain now. He moves to 32. Just 3 runs away from a victory here. And this would be such a big morale booster for Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas. Once again, a fresh new campaign. They've started well, just like last year. Oh, what a victory this will be. I'm pretty sure Jaitely and BAKHSHI, they would be downright dejected. But I'm sure as a team they will come back strong. They'll come back hard. Well, we've got to wait because to retrieve the ball. We've lost it somewhere. Should get it back pretty soon. Play held up. And finally, we've got back the ball. So will Srijan look to finish things off in this over itself? Just 3 required. He's batting on 32. Top performance from Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas. They've played like absolute champions. He goes for it. And that's the end of the game. Finish things off in style. A 6 to wrap up the match, and they won this with 7 wickets in hand. Top performance by Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas. They've truly decimated Jaitely and BAKHSHI. And what a start to their campaign. Amarchand, Mangaldas, but knowing Jaitely and BAKHSHI, they definitely will make a comeback. They will bounce back and they will make a case for themselves in this tournament because there's a long way to go. And we've got 2 awards today. We've got our match official Aryan with us. The first one is the fighter of the match happens to be Daman Popli, who picked up 2 wickets and scored some fighting runs. Congratulations, sir. And now the big award is the player of the game, undoubtedly Srijan, for his all-round performance.